Pre-conferencing is a critical part of the mediation process. This is when the facilitator separately meets with the individual parties that are in conflict. This takes place prior to the actual mediation, and it's important because the facilitator gets a chance to set the tone of the mediation.
The pre-conference process aids both the mediator and the parties to have a preview of the actual mediation process, and it allows the mediator to institute specific mechanisms, language, guidelines, and protocols to aid in the mediation process. Without the pre-conference process, the formal mediation may not occur smoothly, and a successful resolution of the conflict may not be had.
It's good to set the tone, set some expectations, some boundaries. You can determine if it's safe. That's the main thing. Because now if I pre-conference both parties, I'm like, hey, this might not be a safe idea to put them together. It might not be in a good space or a good time for this to happen. So I think pre-conferencing is very, very key. It could be more important than the mediation itself.
When we're asking what happened, we're giving somebody an opportunity to really explain where they're coming from and really tell the story from their perspective.
If you were in a pre-conference, one of the questions you might hear would be, what, if anything, would you accept responsibility for? Sometimes kids will say, well, I really messed up when I used my hands and I hit my friend. And so that would be something that they would accept responsibility for and apologize maybe if that is something that they feel would help to repair their relationship.
Another example of a question that we ask is, who else has been affected by this? This is a really important piece of restorative practices because it's helping the person take accountability for how their behaviors may have impacted other people. And that's really one of the major goals in restorative practices.
So it's kind of the foundation work for mediation, right? We pre-conference, and I find that when you do pre-conference individually, you get more out of it, right? And you get more information, they feel more safe, more comfortable. And then it's also preparing anyone who's gonna be in mediation during that pre-conference. It's preparing them for what's gonna take place next, right? So we're kind of presetting you for what's gonna happen, what the expectations are, and also what would you like the outcome to be as well, right? So that pre-conferencing is very important because it's gonna help us and also support us in making sure that we're successful in the mediation.